once again, welcome back after the break. So before the break, Sardar Harbans Singh Kandola has emphasized what Guru Sahib is telling us, how to tame that ego. Because until and unless we understand how to tame this ego, whatever we do, we ascribe that success to ourselves. And that is one of the reasons that we become gratified and we think we are the ones who are doing all this. But that intellect which has been given to us by the Guru has to be utilized in the right perspective. Let's listen further what he has to say. Ji Bhai Sahab.
You see, this is all I have is the gift of Rabji. And he says, Sampe dekhna hartiye, do not say I did that.
Right.
Inna cheezan da hankar na kari, then otherwise you will be trapped in the ego we just discussed.
Right.
And how we discussed how ego makes the life miserable. Guru Sahib ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਸ਼ੁਕਰਾਨਾ ਕਰਦਿਆ ਕਰ that so that you not become attached to these
right.
things.
State of gratefulness.
And this is vadiyai vadda paya. It says this is what it means: praising the God, attain the virtues,
right,
and thankful. It's the message about it. You know, internalize that. You say Guru has given us this this intellect, and we use that how to kill our ego and live in a anand and khushiyan khedyan da jeevan. Now, Harpreet ji, now we start slok mahalla pehla, do slok jehde pauri 8 de na.
Ji.
Okay. Same way, there's a great message in every slok, in every party. Guru Sahib say in this one, Purkha birkha tirtha, tatta megha kheta, deep deepa loa mandala, khand prapanda, andaj sherj utpaja, khani setja, somit jane nanaka sara mera janta, नानक जंत उपाय कै संभाले सबना जिन करते कारण किया चिंता पितर करनीता सो करता चिंता करे जिन उपाया जग तिस जोहारी स्वस्थ तिस दीवान अपग नानक सच्चे नाम बिन क्या टिका क्या तक.
Wow. That's a wonderful concept, what he's emphasizing upon. Okay, why are you worried about anything? Everything is going to be taken care of. And it's a fact. Many a times we find that, you know, we think that if we are not here, what will happen? But everything continues. Nothing stops in this world.
But we need to understand the concept properly.
Right.
When Guru said, Nanak janto upaay kai, sambhale sabna, it's an extremely important concept. Nanak janto upaay kai. God takes care of all of us. And to understand this concept, I want to share with you my personal experience so that we can properly understand this concept of what Guru is saying in this das. And there were a couple came to my door the other day, and they were from the different faiths. They wanted to talk about religion, the religious spirituality. And they asked me this question. They says, why does God allow us to suffer so much?
Right.
And I said, God doesn't allow. But I said, let's leave God out. So we're talking to understand the concept when we discuss that.
Right.
Let's say, leave the God out. Let's ask, why do we allow ourselves to suffer so much?
Right.
That's important. Why do we allow, when we have everything, the question is to look within.
That's right.
And ask yourself, why do we allow to suffer ourselves? Harbiji, because God is different to different religious groups, religious faiths.
Oh, yeah.
And they come up with the different philosophies why we suffer. And this is the important point. We will discuss that. And the different philosophies. For example, there is one philosophy that God wants to teach us a lesson. That's why we suffer. God tsunami liya dinde ne sanu sabak sikhaun lai.
Right.
And there's another one, we must have done something bad in our previous lives. Eh ji thode pichle kite karma da. And another one I read, God does not want to stop or destroy the bad people at this time, but there will be a time when everything on a judgment day, the world will be destroyed, and we will live in heaven. There will be no suffering.
Right.
At this time, but God is allowing
all this to happen. Right.
And there's another theory that it is all about the fault of the Satan. And the important point, Harpreet ji, maybe you can share with me, all these theories are human creation.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
It's just a
ਕਿਸੇ
thinking of your
ਰੱਬ
own
ਜੀ
brain.
ਨੇ ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੇਜੀਆਂ
Yeah,
ਹੈਗੀਆਂ,
yeah, yeah.
These are human creation.
Ji.
Now, it's up to the individual. Religion, spirituality cannot be forced on anybody.
That's right.
You recognize yourself. You search yourself.
Ji.
What is there which can help me to live in peace and harmony? Now, these are the theories. Now, let's talk about what Guru Nanak Baba is saying.
Ji.
How does God take care of us? So that when we understand this concept, Harpreet ji, then there will be no worries.
Ji.
There will be no fear. There will be no stress.
Right.
There will be no suffering. But we need to understand the concept. In this slok, Harpreet ji, Guru Sahib saying Purkha, they use the word Purkha,
Ji.
the whole humanity. They use the word Virkha, the whole vegetation, Tirtha, all places of worship,
Ji.
all continents, environment, mean the whole universe. Sambhale sabna. Guru Sahib saying the God takes care of
Everything.
all of the universe, the humanity, but today's youth will ask the question, definitely,
Ji.
how? And how does God takes care of us?
Right.
To understand that, again, you have to understand the basic concepts of Gurbani.
Ji.
Overall, not a one line will give you the answer. You
right.
have to do a lot of research to find the answer.
Right.
Now, according to Baba Nanak, how does God take care of us so that we don't suffer? God, according to Baba Nanak's philosophy, is not a great big human being.
Ji.
Okay? God is not a personality. God is Shabd Guru. Kau Kabir mein so gurvaya, jaka naam viveko. God is divine wisdom and a spiritual guiding principle. And also, God is Kudrat andar vart reha atal rabbi nijam.
Ji.
Balahari Kudrat
Vasya.
vasya. तो शब्द ने कुदरत कौन कहाँ विचार या कहना है कुछ कह न जाए तो कुदरत कीमत नहीं पाए.
Ji.
And we have discussed this many times in our discussions, Harpreet ji. Sargun, the immanent Rabb ji, and Nirgun, transcendent Rabb ji, Kudrat, have been discussed in Gurbani in the same context.
Right.
Now, we talked about the theories about why we suffer. When there is only one truth,
Ji.
why there are different theories? You know, why there? These are human creations.
Oh, yeah, no
Now,
doubt.
humans will find what is the theory is going to help me
That's
to
right.
live in peace and harmony.
Right. And also, this was also, like you have said, these various theories which are in vogue, basically these were used to create fear amongst the minds of the people also, so that they follow and they don't use their mind to come up forward. And that is why that priestly class also utilized these kind of theories to create a fear-mongering process which they started, so that, you know, they are subdued and the people do not come out and start revolting against that particular thought.
Well, under fear.
Under fear, yes.
And I said that few times before, Harpreet ji, all those things have been created to exploit
Yeah.
and manipulate.
No doubt about it.
And we discussed that few times.
Right.
But again, religion is your personal thing. Now, I want to see out there what is going to guide me
Right.
to live in peace and harmony.
Very
It's,
true.
It's for me to find that out, you know, individually.
Ji.
When we understand the concept of truth of God, what we just discussed, then it's easy to understand how God takes care of us so that we don't suffer.
Ji.
Sambhale sabna means God has shown humanity the path to truthful living.
Ji.
Okay, God has given us the guidance to be virtuous, how to be good human being. God has given us the path to live in peace and harmony. God has created a system we call the natural system, laws of nature,
Ji.
and Kudrat andar vartreha rabbi nijam. When we discussed sometimes back, or Kudrat, it is how to manage and regulate this universe. And Guru teaches us to be virtuous and surrender to the laws of nature,
Ji.
surrender to the hukum, and under will of God, hukum pana, living in the present.
Ji.
That is how sambhale sabna. Guru has given us the path,
जी
how we should conduct ourselves, live in peace and harmony.
Right.
God has shown us how to live according to the laws of nature, Rabbi Pana.
जी
And this is one truth, and this is how we live.
जी
And Nanak Sache Naam Bin, you know, understanding, when we understand this, Guru says, Nanak Sache Naam Bin.
जी
Human mind in normally is a dysfunctional. Human mind is attentified with ego, Guru says. Guru says, without living the truth, without being virtuous, without surrendering to the hukum and will of God,
Right.
and we will continue living in suffer. We will continue suffering.
जी
If we internalize the Upadesh and the teachings of the Guru, and we destroy all our ego, and we do not live in suffering. So God has shown us the path
जी
to enjoy bliss, inner peace, and internal. Live in harmony. Make this world a Begumpura.
right
Okay? And we suffer because we ignore the truth.
right
It's not because God is punishing us.
Absolutely.
It's not because of Satan. It's not God is not stopping us.
Right.
It's not we have done something back in the bad. No, the truth is, when we ignore the truth, what we just talked about, and then we suffer. Instead, we become egoistic,
Right.
and we are the cause of our own suffering.
absolutely that's very true
It's
and
practical, logical, and scientific.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Sir, we'll continue with the discussion in our next episode. What you have said is very true because God is not, putting us in that problem.
No.
It is we ourselves who are responsible for all that. Thank you very much. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ
ਕਾ
ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਖਾਲਸਾ,
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ
ਫਤਿਹ। ਅੱਜ ਜਿਸ ਵਿਸ਼ੇ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਜੀ, ਆਸਾ ਕੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹਉਮੈ ਨਾਲ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੂਝਣਾ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ ਅਖੀਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਹਰਬੰਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਕੰਡੋਲਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਲਿਆ ਉਸ ਦੀ ਬੜੀ ਅਹਿਮੀਅਤ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਹਾਲ ਹੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੈਂਡੀ ਤੂਫਾਨ ਵੀ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਸੁਨਾਮੀ ਆਈ ਜਾਂ ਅਰਥਕੁਏਕਸ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਆਮ ਤੌਰ 'ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਇਹ ਥਾਟ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਰੱਬ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਕਰੋਪੀ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਅਸਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਲਈ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸਿਬਲ ਹਾਂ। ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਜੋ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰੂ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਵੇ ਆਫ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੱਸ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਕਾਨੂੰਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਉਲੰਘਣਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਸਾਹਮਣਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸਾਡੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਉਹ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼, ਚੈਲੰਜਸ, ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਵਿਸ਼ੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਹਫਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਵਾਂਗੇ। ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੋਣ ਲਈ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਫੀਡਬੈਕ ਲਈ 604 603 7555 ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਈਮੇਲ ਰਾਹੀਂ harpreet@akaltv.com ਤੇ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਆਪ ਸਭ ਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ। ਪਿਛਲੇ 1.5 ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਹਰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਇਕੱਲਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੈ ਉੱਤਰੀ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦਾ ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ ਹਰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਵਾਈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਫੀਡਬੈਕ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਲਈ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਹਿਯੋਗੀ। ਲੇਕਿਨ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਹੋਰ ਬਿਹਤਰ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ। ਪਿਛਲੇ 1.5 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਐਡਵਰਟਾਈਜ਼ਰਸ ਅਤੇ ਸਪਾਂਸਰਸ ਨੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਮਦਦ ਕੀਤੀ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਇੱਕ ਸਮਾਂ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਬਿਹਤਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਨੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਦੀ ਆਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੰਗ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਆਓ ਸਾਰੇ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਬਿਹਤਰ ਕਰੀਏ ਅਤੇ ਚੰਗੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਘਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਸਕੀਏ। ਜੇਕਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਵਜ੍ਹਾ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਤਾਂ youtube.com/harpreet singh show ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਵੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ।